Hey guys, and welcome to VexCode Games. This is Kovex here, and today I'm doing a Let's Talk on WarZ. Now, WarZ did put out their latest patch, which in my last video I actually put a link to what was going on with that. Pretty much they reset all the characters unless you were a clan leader, then you got to keep your character, but they reset all the stats for it, and they got rid of all the stuff in your global inventory or your inventory, except when I logged on I still had a gun, a round, and just some miscellaneous masks and helmets and stuff like that. So I don't understand why that was there. I don't know, and for some reason I got almost, I think it was like 2,000 more like the game currency or gold coins, whichever one you want to call it. I got 2,000 more of that. No idea why, but thank you for giving me 2,000 free money, I guess. But cool. But first thing I want to move on to in this game is, I know there's a lot of forum posts about the devs and what's going on with that, and there's a lot to address there, but I kind of want to talk about the stuff first that they actually put on the website themselves, on the WarZ.com. Now, it automatically jumps into first zombie MMO ever kind of territory. That's exactly what it says right on the beginning of the website. Which I don't consider this an MMO, mainly because the map is so small. Like, the scale of the map isn't as big as they were planning, and I'll jump to that next. But there's only 40 people on a server at a time. 'Cause in that case, if that considers the game an MMO, I mean, they can always add more. I'm not saying this is final. It's still in beta or alpha, whichever one it's in right now. So it could change, because they were going for 200 on a server, which would be a global clusterfuck of people on this map. But it could change. But as right now, it's 40 people. It could go up. But that still doesn't consider it an MMO. Because if so, that would mean, you know, Call of Duty and Battlefield would be an MMO, because they can have like more than that. I don't know if Call of Duty can have more than the 40 people. I believe they took that out of the PC in like one of the Modern Warfares, but I know Battlefield 3 can have, I believe, around like 60 people plus on a server. So does that make it a MMO military game? Technically, I guess it does if this one is. So I think they should have modified their server just a little bit as of putting out the alpha patch. So map size, that was one of the other things I was going to go on. It says it has a huge persistent world of 400 square kilometers, which in, I guess the stateside term would be around 250 square miles. I don't believe that. Like, I really, really don't believe that, unless you count the stuff on the map that you can't get to. So, but I have no way to really sit there and tell. At least I don't know how to do that. And I tried looking up how big the Chernobyl map is for DayZ, and I believe that was supposed to be like something around like 8 by 8 square miles or per section or something. It was supposed to be just ginormous. And I know that this map should be able to fit in it at least 2 times. No problem. Because I can run across this entire map within maybe 2 hours, I believe, if I don't run into anyone and I just go in a straight line. I should be able to do it in 2 hours from corner to corner. And I know on like the DayZ, you can, it takes a while. I think it took me around 4 hours just to make it about halfway across the map, if that, just to find my body once. But it's still really weird that they're claiming it is so big, it's such a big world, they're gonna have so many people, but I don't know what happened. Like, if they technically had 2 years of building this game up, you figure the environment would be, you know, bigger. And that's kind of the thing that I notice a lot about what's going on, is a lot of their promises aren't, they don't even look like they can come true. So 200 plus people on a server, I don't see that happening. As of next year, possibly. I mean, it could, but they would have to combine this map twice for it to actually be a valid place to start. So you can actually not just spawn in with people left and right. Because when the very first part opened up in the alpha, there was 30 people on a server, and you had this little tiny part, and that's all you did was just run into people left and right. And as of them putting the full map on, you still run into people very frequently. And this video that I'm showing here, I'm not even playing on a full server. I think there was like 10 people, including myself, on the server. And at the very end of the video, I actually run into someone and give him a warning to like drop his gun, and he pretty much just like laughs at my face and runs around. But that's the scale of this map. Like, even with 10 people on a server, you're going to run into people within probably 30 minutes or an hour, unless you play really, really cautious like I do, which a lot of people don't actually do in this game, because it doesn't have the same repercussions. Because the guy I ran into, he just kind of laughed at me and like ended up saying some really stupid stuff, and then I shot him 9 times with a gun and nothing happened to him. So I was just like, well, whatever, fuck this. That's all the bullets I have. I'm just gonna leave him alone. Just call it good. And after that, just when I went to stand up, I actually glitched through the wall and fell to my death. So that was pretty bad. So fix the walls, please. So to move on, their other part was there's no classes, no levels, and no level caps. But there is XP in the game, and if there's no classes, no levels, no level caps or whatever, it still goes on the point of, well, is it still considered an MMO? Because in MMOs, you have to have something to keep your character progressing, and they have a skill tab that hasn't unlocked yet, so they will put something in there so you can actually progress, which that will actually make it be more considered or valuable as like an MMO. I can understand it there, but the fact that you still need XP, there's no level caps, which is fine. Like, I don't know why the fuck you would need to level in a shooter anyways, but it does have that aspect of there's no level caps, there's no this, but you still get XP. Cool. Zombie killing for XP is great. Maybe put in, if you kill a bandit for XP, it gets like, you know, doubled or tripled, however much XP you get from that. And I don't think you can penalize people for civilian killing, because that's part of the game for bandits. The other part that they had on the forums is you don't post anything about hacking on the forums. I read through a couple other things, and pretty much they said if you post about hacking or you post links for hacking and this and that, they banned your account. It's interesting, to say the least, because I know people don't want to sit there and be like, oh, well, they're hacking and blah, 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 and just have millions of little threads like that. But at the same time, it's a forum. You should be able to say whatever you want if it's in a reason. If it's not super vulgar, you're not talking about really obscured shit in the game, or just personal stuff, then yeah, you should be able to do that. So them banning it is kind of lame, but they did say if you go to their support at thewarz.com and put your issues in there, then they will review your claim and go on there. So whatever, I don't know how you could sit there and just review an issue going on with hacking. Maybe get a developer that isn't cheating in the first place and just go in there and monitor the level and see what happens, and see if there's still a hacker in there. Like, just have someone jump in there right away and just monitor what's going on and see if there's a hacker. That would be actually kind of cool. Just have like an admin on regularly, just monitoring the servers, and if people are just dying fucking insanely quick, like if you see like 5 to 10 people just drop dead instantly, then yeah, you should probably jump on that server and give it a little go over and check it out. That would actually help. The other thing is, with the hackers going on and killing people while they're spending their actual money on items in the game, it's really like fucking them over. So people are getting really pissed with that, and I think that's the main reason why a lot of people are just dropping the game, because there's no point to buy anything in the game if you're just gonna die to hackers left and right. So on that other note, that's mainly why people are getting so upset with hackers. It's not because, oh, well, I just got in, I had a ton of weapons. It's, no, I spent a shit ton of money on food and ammo, and this is real life money, And what happened was 10 seconds after I logged in with all my cool gear and my helmet and all this stuff, a hacker kills me and I just lost out on $10 or whatever happened. So that's actually just a really big deal with that. Like I said before, people are actually getting banned off of the forums for just putting out their feelings about the game, like they're disappointed in the game. And you can't do that. Like, if they're saying something really bad, like, F this game, I'm not gonna recommend this game to a single person, and they're just vulgar and they're really disrespectful like that, then yes, you can ban them. But if they're just saying, I'm really disappointed in this game, this and that, then you should probably hold off on banning them and maybe actually contact them and just be like, yo guys, just look, it's alpha, we're still working on a lot of stuff, we still have a lot of stuff to do and we have really good ideas. Not just go, we'll just ban your account or we'll just close the thread that you made, which I've seen videos on them doing that where they post something and they close it. But it was on I think it was on the same thing of like hackers, and after reading that forum I can understand that they don't want their thing for hackers, and that's what a couple of the people were trying to do, is just say, hey, can you please check out this server, I got hacked with this and that and this, but they're still closing the forums. They're not telling them why. They're not like, hey, we're closing the forums because we don't want you to post anything about hackers. Please go to support at WarZ blah 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 and fill out the claim there. They're just, whatever. It's deleted. The other thing is pay to win on items, because nowadays, or they were saying, they fixed this actually since the thread was released, but they were saying that, oh, well, you can buy this ammo, you can buy that. They actually turned most of the ammo that you can buy, except for, I think the SVD, I think that's what it's called, that ammo is still available for in-game currency money, or not in-game, but for real money, and you can still do that. But the other thing was, they were saying that you can buy these ammos, you can buy these backpacks, you can buy armor now, helmets, this and that. So you're basically buying to upgrade your character to give you a better shot, and that makes it unfair for the people who either don't have the spare cash to do it, or don't want to throw out $10 here and there on a game that they already bought. And I understand that. I see where they're going with it, but I play a lot of PlanetSide, and I feel that I want to throw in $10 for PlanetSide, but that's because that's a really fun game to me. I love that game. It's so addicting, especially when you're spending like 2 hours sitting there trying to capture something, and you're trying to just get this area, and it just makes it a really fun experience. Now, on this one, it's really hard to justify spending that much money, because when you spend that much money, you can die. Like, someone can cheat and kill you right away. At least in, said PlanetSide, when you die, you keep your stuff. That's cool. The other thing I wanted to stress about was that the fact that people are putting so many threads about refunds on the forum, like, they either have to condense those into one thread, like, do it that way, or I don't know, maybe start deleting them since they delete stuff about hackers. Maybe say don't post it here, or just make one thread, just combine it all. One of the developers or some of the people who are on the forums, just condense that into one thing and just say, hey, if you have any issues about this and you refund so-and-so, then do that. Strongholds, I really think they should either get rid of them or turn them into a social hub and not make them so you can just fucking merge all your gear in there, because in one of the videos I did, I killed a bandit who had 12 guns on him. 12 fucking guns on one guy. So I ended up putting that into my global inventory, logging back on, I found 5 more guns, put that in there, and I actually had a scroll wheel of how many fucking guns I had in the game after that. Now that's ridiculous. There should be no reason why you can hoard that many fucking guns in a game. And they weren't completely out of ammo. I had a pretty decent amount of ammo in there too. I just never used those guns, because I don't feel that if I die and relaunch another character that I should fucking go in there like Rambo out of the middle of nowhere with a helmet, body armor, an AK, fucking offhand, just all this crazy gear without even trying to salvage it. And that's just my kind of personal opinion for that. People might love it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't go through this whole let's talk to just say don't buy this game, don't do this. Like, it's perfectly fine. You can go experience the game. Just before you do that, look it up. Look to see if this is actually going to be a game for you. Because right now DayZ is a mod, and I have more fun playing that than I do this. Mainly because there's so many little things that makes this game a little hard to get into. I know glitches in DayZ are worse than this. There are so many fucked up glitches in DayZ compared to this game, but I mean, I still fall through the wall after I stop recording and die, so that was awesome. I got stuck. But at the same time, there's no voice chat. I don't know how they're going to implement it, so I don't see that actually happening anytime soon, because they have to go from the ground up. And the controls are really arcade style, and I'm really into the semi-realistic kind of aspect of the game, because when I shot this guy 9 times after I stopped recording, he didn't do shit. He just fucking spammed the heal button, got his health all the way back up, and just ran around looking for me. That was it. And then after that, I just died, so he just got away. But if it was normal, like a hardcore survival kind of situation, I would have shot him once, he would have been bleeding, he would have had to stop, bandage himself, there would have been zombies, there would have been a lot of stuff going on, but it didn't, so it kind of made me a little bit disappointed. And it just goes on the side of, do you like ultra-realistic survival, or do you want a Battlefield type of game, or Call of Duty type of game with zombies in it? That's just where it lies. So, other than that, there is a bunch of shit I could still go over, but this video's getting kind of long, and I just wanted to go over some of the stuff. Research on your own. Just go through, look, see if this is something that you want. You can leave a comment below telling me how wrong I am, how this game is the most amazing thing. That's perfectly fine. I mean, it's your own opinion. I will still play this game. I will still pop out videos every once in a while depending on what patches come out, and I will just go from there. But other than that, I mean, please leave a comment below on what your opinion of the game is, what you would like to actually see in the game, what is the one big thing that they need to fix in this game. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will actually see you guys later. Bye.